Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up warning. Spoilers ahead for 1923 Season 2, Episode 6, The Mountain Teeth of Monsters. The way the story ends for Alex Dutton's friends in 1923 is awful, and their fates call back to Spencer Dutton's tragic origin story. Spencer's wife experiences a harrowing journey in 1923 Season 2, fueled by her determination to reunite with her child's father. After Paul and Hillary, Janet Montgomery, rescue Alex in the Chicago train station, it looks like Alex has experienced a twist of fate, returning with the couple to their home in Winnetka for a bit of respite. Shockingly, the Chicagoans even offered to personally drive Alex to Emigrant, Montana. While the development warmed my heart momentarily, I worried about the Brits' journey, since the worst things happened to Alex Dutton in 1923. Paul and Hillary joining forces with the character made their stories just as ill-fated, adding to the list of tragedies 1923's characters have encountered in the face of winter. It's been a cruel and unforgiving wintertime for Jacob, Harrison Ford, and Cara Dutton's Helen Mirren family, with Elizabeth Strafford, Michelle Randolph, losing her husband Jack, Darren Mann, in Episode 6. Therefore, Alex's friend's 1923 story joined the list of tragedies the family has endured. When Paul and Hillary appeared on Alex's westbound Union Pacific train, heading for Chicago, the Brits were a bit brazen. Hillary made vulgar assumptions about Alex's bruises and the men in America, not knowing Spencer's wife was beaten in the Grand Central Terminal in 1923 Season 2, Episode 4. However, when Alex serves them later in the dining car, she reveals her wit, making an insightful remark about the declining value of Francis franc. Alex's comment causes the couple to take a liking to their server, motivating Paul and Hillary to step in and save Alex on 2 occasions. Paul and Hillary take Alex to Winnetka after speaking to the Chicago police on her behalf. As they host her over tea and cigarettes, the couple hear Alex and Spencer's incredible 1923 story, with Paul remarking it's the most fantastic thing he's heard. The epic tale causes Paul to step up and offer to drive Alex to Montana. While the whimsical gesture was kind-hearted, it was ultimately a fatal excursion. The temperature plummets as Paul and Hillary drive Alex through the American North, with snow beginning to coat the road as the group approaches Buffalo, Wyoming. Despite a woman at the gas station telling Paul and Hillary that Alex should take the train to Montana, remarking that the roads will be more treacherous as their journey continues, the group fails to heed the local wisdom. An ominous tone sets in as Paul and Hillary begin to shiver, with Paul giving his wife his gloves and Alex getting on the floor to stay warm. When she wakes up on the roadside, Alex remarks to Hillary, only to find her friend frozen to death in the passenger seat. Despite foreshadowing, the development made for a shocking Yellowstone death. Unfortunately, Paul and Hillary's freezing to death is a painful reminder of a shocking death within the Dutton family. While 1923 follows some of the earliest family members, the show was preceded by 1883, the earliest set Yellowstone prequel about the Dutton family featuring James, Tim McGraw, and Margaret Dutton, Faith Hill. While he does not appear in 1883 and didn't witness his family's journey along the Oregon Trail to Montana, Spencer is Margaret's youngest child, born after the family settled in Paradise Valley. Spencer was born after his sister, Elsa, Isabel May, died, marking the end of his family's journey. Despite Elsa's 1883 death due to the perilous nature of the journey, James and Margaret Dutton survive the trip, living to settle in the Paradise Valley with their son John, Audie Rick. However, when 1923 Season 1 premiered as the spiritual sequel to 1883, Elsa Dutton's narration revealed an ominous development about her mother, explaining why Jacob and Cara now run the ranch. Elsa reveals that after her father's death, Margaret Dutton froze to death, with Jacob finding her in a snowdrift. The mother's death left her two boys, John and Spencer, to fend for themselves in the cold. Unfortunately, the fate of Alex's friends in 1923 Season 2, Episode 6, resembles what happened to Spencer's mother, Margaret. That could come back in the final. It was devastating to watch Alex discover that Paul and Hillary were dead. The experience added another trauma to Alex's list. Moreover, Paul and Hillary became Alex's friends. If she makes it to the ranch now, Spencer's wife will not only be worse for wear, but she will be mourning the loss of two friends. The awful Yellowstone deaths could have a silver lining, though, bringing Alex and Spencer even closer. If Alex makes it to the ranch now, she will have an epic story to tell, with Paul and Hillary's deaths being one of the most recent and impactful elements. Upon hearing the saga, Spencer will be able to empathize with Alex's situation completely, having lost his mother to the brutal cold. Spencer will surely understand Alex's hardship, and she will understand his. Elsa Dutton tells us in 1923's premiere that Jacob was the one to find Margaret's frozen corpse, so Spencer's uncle, too, will be able to empathize with Alex like he did with Elizabeth, probably even more so. 1923 is a series following the Dutton family during the early 20th century. It explores the challenges they face amidst pandemics, the end of Prohibition, historic drought, and the Great Depression, as they struggle to maintain their home in the Mountain West. Alex's friend's awful 1923 fate calls back to Spencer Dutton's tragic origin. In the expansive narrative universe of Taylor Sheridan's Yellowstone franchise, the 1923 series serves as a rich tapestry woven with tales of family, survival, and the often harrowing dictates of fate. The historical backdrop intensifies the narrative, showcasing the trials and tribulations faced by the Dutton family as they navigate the rugged landscape of early 20th century America. Central to this storyline are characters like Spencer Dutton and Alex, whose journeys echo the complex interplay between destiny and choice. The moment is heavy with foreshadowing when Alex and her friends find themselves ensnared by a series of events that lead to a tragic fate reminiscent of Spencer's own origins. This narrative device not only emphasizes thematic connections between characters, but also serves as a poignant reminder of how history can repeat itself in the most devastating ways. A cloistered setting ***. As the 1923 series unfolds, we are introduced to young Alex and her circle of friends, vibrant characters brimming with the romantic notions of youth. They share aspirations of adventure, a life beyond the confines of their small town, and a desire to carve out a bright future away from the stringent dictates of societal expectations. They are drawn together by their camaraderie, bonded over whispered dreams and secret plans. Yet, the world outside their bubble is anything but forgiving. The tumult of the Roaring Twenties is giving way to darker times, full of uncertainty and shifts that no one could have predicted. This backdrop echoes the tragic origins of Spencer Dutton, whose own youth was marked by loss and survival as he tried to navigate a world riddled with chaos and hardship. The catalyst of fate ***. In a pivotal episode, Alex and her friends embark on a playful outing that symbolizes their collective hope for the future. What begins as a joyful excursion soon takes a darker turn as they find themselves embroiled in a violent confrontation. In the midst of their carefree revelry, tensions rise, and a confrontation with a group of local thugs quickly escalates into violence. The scene serves as the catalyst for the characters' tragic fates, mirroring Spencer Dutton's origins when he faced unimaginable loss at a young age. During his formative years, Spencer was thrust into a brutal reality, witnessing the violence and moral decay that tore through families like his own. Just as Spencer struggled to infuse meaning into a fractured existence, Alex and her friends stand at the precipice of life-altering choices that ultimately define their paths. A tale of tragedy unfolds as confrontation exposes the darker undercurrents of their seemingly idyllic lives, and one by one, Alex's friends face the grim consequences of their choices. The violence unfolds with a chilling inevitability. It is depicted not just as physical aggression, but also as a symbol of how innocence can be shattered in an instant. The dialogue is haunting, echoing sentiments about friendship, dreams, and unfulfilled potential, serving to highlight the tragic irony of their youth. As they grapple with the chaos surrounding them, Alex is forced to confront the stark reality of the world outside their dreams. This brutal awakening serves as a callback to Spencer Dutton's own tragic origin, where his dreams of a life untainted by violence were consumed by the very darkness he sought to escape. Spencer's early experiences, marked by loss, bloodshed, and survival instincts, are parallel to the searing reality Alex faces now. Both narratives underscore the loss of innocence that so often accompanies the journey into adulthood. The ties that bind ****. What truly resonates in this narrative escalation is the connection between Alex's friends and Spencer Dutton. Their separate yet intertwined paths illuminate the ways in which choices ripple through time, affecting not just individual lives, but also those connected by blood and shared experience. As Alex grapples with loss and survival, we see the haunting specter of Spencer's struggles looming over her fate. Their narratives converge in the way that loss catalyzes transformation. For Spencer, the tragedy of his upbringing fuels his fierce resolve. It defines him and shapes the man he grows into. Similarly, Alex's confrontation with her friend's fates serves as a crucible, one that may ignite a journey of self-discovery and resilience. The stories interweave, suggesting that even amidst despair, there lies a pathway to strength and survival. Echoes of the past ****. Throughout her struggles, Alex receives guidance from an elder figure, perhaps a family member or mentor, who bears the wisdom wrought from their own experiences. They recount the tales of their youth, tales that resonate with Spencer's history and the trials faced by their own family. This connection through stories emphasizes how history often informs the present, the pain and joy experienced by previous generations serving as a guiding light through darkness. This intergenerational dialogue allows Alex to confront the fate that binds her to Spencer Dutton, pulling the two characters' stories into a singular narrative arc defined by sorrow, resilience, and choices made in the throes of peril. Themes of resilience and identity ****. As both Alex and Spencer wrestle with the burdens placed upon them, the story highlights themes of resilience and identity. Alex's acceptance of her tragic reality could very well lead to a pivotal transformation, propelling her towards a path where she learns to navigate her destiny, much like Spencer did. The tragedy faced by Alex's friends is not merely a grim ending. It serves as a catalyst for growth. It highlights that in the darkest moments, one can find the light of purpose, a testament to the strength born from adversity. The narrative teaches that from loss springs possibility, where Spencer Dutton once emerged hardened from his past. Perhaps Alex will find her own strength and determination forged in the fires of grief. A foreshadowing of what's coming. This parallel between Alex's friend's tragic fate and Spencer Dutton's origins paves the way for a complex narrative that not only explores the themes of violence and loss, but also the indomitable human spirit. As we anticipate further developments in the series, the echoes of the past serve as a poignant reminder that the legacies of pain and despair can ultimately give rise to hope and fortitude. In this intricate story, every character's fate is tightly interwoven with the history they carry and the choices they make. The tease of Alex's journey through tragedy dovetails seamlessly with Spencer's evolution from boyhood to a man shaped by his past. It's a powerful narrative tool that keeps audiences engaged and invested. Conclusion: The Cycle of Fate ***. The tragedy of Alex's friends acts as a narrative echo that reverberates through the halls of the Dutton legacy, ultimately binding these characters to one another through their shared human experience. As they grapple with their respective tragedies, we are left pondering the cyclical nature of fate and the ways in which our pasts often define our futures. As the series continues to unfold, the power of storytelling will illuminate the dark corners of the human experience, revealing that even amid despair, the sparks of resilience can fan into flames of hope. By examining how these tragic fates intersect, viewers gain a profound understanding of the bonds that connect us and the choices that shape our lives.